Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a lovely day. You know, there's something in my mind that I've been hearing about, something in my mind that I've been mm, thinking about lately, right? And the thing that's been mostly in my mind was the idea of AI content, right? Now, I, for one, um, I think that AI content itself is inherently pretty bad overall, right? Um, there are yes, there is advancements every day, and yes, it will get to a point where um, AI itself has multiple things that are going for it, right? But the idea of AI itself and generating content from it is inherently just not even good, right? Um, so there's like three main things um that like I'm gonna talk about mostly with AI. The first one is what's in everyone's mind, ethical issues and such, right? The idea of having a machine being able to I wouldn't say copy a work, but like replicate it as close as possible is definitely a cause for concern since there is nothing really stopping the people from actually doing it in the first place. Um the internet itself was seen as like a free place to do its own things on, right? The internet was a way to express yourself. The internet was um, something to be able to enjoy and share basically your own self more freely than what would have been otherwise, right? It's an age of information. It's an age of communication, right? And while it is grounds for progression, for innovation, for something more, something better, um, it should not be at the cost of other people's work without their acknowledgement, without their abilities. People for a long time have provided the um the internet itself countless like different things, right? Like the information that we're able to share, the spread of knowledge, the education, the art, the creativity, the everything that it was built upon. Everyone contributed to it. Now, at the moment, the thing that is probably contributing the most to the internet and at a growing rate is going to be AI things, right? Just a couple years ago, we saw the very first of AI pop up into the mainstream, right? Where the thing that we now think of AI has appeared with ChatGPT. It caused a whole revolution of basically um interest towards that type of thing. It itself is not actual intelligence. It's literally just a giant equation filled with billions up to trillions of variables that contribute to being able to figure out what is next to say, right? Generative AI is not really that good. We have seen AI in the past work towards something that everyone can use, everyone can work towards. Right. With the part of AI that, like, before ChatGPT and such, where they are basically completing a sentence constantly. We have seen AI used in the way that video algorithms work, right? Not even the developers know what really affects the YouTube algorithm, right? And we have also seen other works of AI um be well used, right? In the way that chess improved their own players with AI. It is the future. It will be used. Just the way that we use it right now is not beneficial to anyone in the world. Really. Right now, we have countless of students using it to be able to complete their own uh, essay and such. Right now, we have countless of teachers trying to track up against them, right? And yes, many can argue that the students wouldn't really learn much from that anyways. Many can argue that the way that we teach schools right now is wrong, right? There's countless arguments that people can make, right? But I think one big argument that we all can agree on is that AI itself has not really done any good. So, yeah. Another thing is the things that AI itself has been trained on is other people's work. And it has been trained on other people's, probably other people's copyrighted work as well. All right. And that leads on to the next section of why I think AI shouldn't really be as popular as it should, which is AI generated stuff is not copyright protected. Anything that an AI generates will be not really useful to a good chunk of people trying to like do things. We've already seen multiple cases of AI works attempted to be copyrighted, and we have seen that anything that's not created by a person in countless situations is not copyrightable. While yes, um there can be uh countless things like created, put together maybe, and um I don't know exactly where I was going with this, but like I don't see why it would be beneficial for it to be um copyrighted anyways. It's just gonna harm the entire market of everyone. It's just gonna cause more chaos to everyone, right? So the main reason why I'm popping this video up now, right, is that I'm sure that we all have seen the Oasis videos on AI of having Minecraft generated from AI to I don't know, to play like a dreamlike state of Minecraft. It's it's mostly a tech demo, and it feels like most of it um is not really that good. But Minecraft itself, I mean, it is owned by Microsoft, so yeah, for all I know, the Oasis stuff is very likely owned by Microsoft, right? Microsoft has dabbled into the AI market, obviously, and is the biggest supporter of OpenAI, the creators of ChatGPT. So there is that. Um, but one thing of the content that the AI generates, um, while it was copyrighted um from Microsoft, right? Um, Minecraft itself is property and such of Microsoft, and having the AI generate it completely now, right, will make it not not a copyrightable thing anymore. Which is why I think that like yes, there's trademarks, there's other things that people can use without an IP, but nothing stops other people from literally creating the exact same thing now. And yes, there have been bootleg stuff. And yes, there have been like terrible things, right? And one of the main things that I think would probably happen, right, is that this AI game stuff is going to get into some people's hands one way or another, and it's going to be not really the best of experiences for the entire thing, right? Um because if anyone can generate a game with um any prompt whatsoever, what stops them from creating a Nintendo game? The copyright of Nintendo's work? Maybe, maybe. There is no way of knowing exactly what will happen with AI. But there is one thing that has to be resolved before any AI is able to really do anything. And that is being able to, how do I say this? Um Being able to sort out non-AI content. With the rise of AI content, it is growing bigger and bigger each and every single second right now. And it's not going to stop. At some point in the near future, it will surpass the amount of content that people are putting online. Now, I wouldn't say super near future, like in terms of the internet, the near future is like 50 seconds, right? I'm not talking about like that. I'm talking about like, mm, I don't know, a decade from now, right? Less like, yes, a decade from now, the internet in the past was a completely different environment. The way that things are progressing now, though, content will be made by AI in one way or in another. Now, the last thing that I'm going to talk about is AI has to have things to train itself upon. It has to have something to base off its work, to improve off of. AI itself is not able to do that much unless it has some way of steering it in the right direction, some way of improving itself, or some way of creating sorry, my sister was yelling there. Some way of making an improvement. And there has been proof that when AI improves itself through other AI, it becomes far, far worse. So maybe right now, at some point, AI might destroy itself by improving itself upon other AI. AI might not be able to progress any further because we simply don't have the computing power, the ability to do that. Or AI itself might just fall into the ether to never be seen again. Or, for all I know, someone somewhere in the world could create a general AI that is able to do everything in within the next decade. Whether or not that is something that happens, I guess we'll see. I do not know what will be able to happen. I can only guess. My guess is that AI might fall upon the way of art a lot faster than we might think. Where follow history, I mean, the history of art, where we had the classical era, the Renaissance and such, right? But there will be probably the Dark Ages, and it won't last as long, but it will last to some extent. AI is here with us. AI will not be able to replace us for now, but there's nothing stopping them from just making something better that will be able to replace you. Yeah. I gave my 3 points at least. First one being the stuff that AI copies is not something that they're allowed to do for the first part. Second one is the thing that um, is that AI is not copyrightable. Um, that's another point that can be worked around in so many different ways. Um, and then the last part is the future potential of it. Will it have to have the ability to sort through so many different things? Maybe. Maybe we will see an influx of people in the future, um, just posting completely random things with AI and be unable to fix itself. I don't know what will happen. I can only guess, hope for the best. And I do hope the best happens, where we're able to currently see it as a tool rather than seeing it as a detriment, an ability, a crutch, and something that we weren't able to do otherwise. AI is something, but it itself, currently in its current state, is not everything.